Pickleball Club. Greg, what do you think about this match? This is going to be a battle. We talked about how this could go either way before, but Colin and Ben coming off that big win in Atlanta.
Yeah, Roscoe, I'm so excited to be. Look at Ben smiling already. He's happy to be in New York City. And we've got Jack. I mean, it's just going to be very interesting. We've got Jack Sock, who's he's very loose out there. You know, he plays loose. His game is very loose. He's not going to sit there and hit a million dinks. So he's going to be very aggressive. And I think Ben and Colin and also CJ play a more traditional style of pickleball. So we'll see how it all works out here. I expect the Johns to play like the Johns, and we'll see if Jack and CJ can steal this from them. I think the Johns still the heavy favorite in this particular match.
I agree. I think, especially after what we saw in Atlanta, I'm going to give it to them. That's just my prediction, but you never know from CJ and Jack, these guys. Also, Major League Pickleball, you never know what's going to happen. Send us your predictions on Instagram.
Wow.
Really nice recovery there from CJ. So a common play versus CJ, just because sometimes he's not moving his feet and he's kind of over there on the right side, is the lob. Wonder if we'll see more of that here today.
Can't have those if you're Sock. That's the only thing with Sock, man. He'll make some errors like that. You just question a little bit.
Yeah.
Some footwork.
Yeah, I think you're right. I think it's part of kind of that creative, deceptive style, right? You get away with a lot of the flashy, cool shots, but they do come with risk, and you give away some airs there. I think that's a good example, right? A little too flashy, a little too cute with that shot. Acts like he's going down the line, fakes the inside out.
Just smack it, right? I mean, just hit that ball.
One thing that I thought was really interesting in Atlanta was how much CJ, when I say CJ, I'm talking about Colin Johns right now, was driving his thirds.
Yeah, Colin's got a pretty good drive. I've always been surprised he hasn't used it as much. So we'll see how much he uses it here.
Yeah, there we go.
Kind of his curse earlier, Alaska.
Yeah, he's got to loosen it up, you know?
I think, you know, if you're an MLP and there's no switching, it's a little bit, I think, probably less drives because there's no switching. A lot of times you're trying to catch someone when they're unwinding the stack in normal PPA pickleball.
Yeah. Is that a classic Ben Johns right there? Or?
That is Benny Boy at his finest. Wow. It's just like off speed, insane amount of topspin, and no one touches it.
A little smile there from Sock.
It's two mixed backhands early for Colin.
So if you're in New York right now, what are you doing with the strategy to try and put this match in your favor?
I'm going heavy Colin. No offense to Colin. We love Colin. He's still the right side goat, but I'm going heavy Colin.
We've seen Colin speed up line at Jack. The problem is he's hanging off that line, so it's almost like he's trying to be too aggressive on that second shot there. You know, I think we've seen it 3 times now. Speed up, have the counter come back to him, and then he misses that shot.
Right.
I think he's going to dial that in throughout that match, and it's going to be a good play, but I kind of wonder when you stop doing something that hasn't worked. So rare when you see Ben Johns make an error that it almost like shocks you because he's so consistent most of the time.
Just like that, it's 8-all, Roscoe.
8-8.
Miscommunication there from the Hustlers.
9-8.
Yeah, anything high in that middle area, Ben's just so good at taking.
That's a good initial drive by CJ there, too. Talking about Colin Johns. Set up an easy 5th, and again, yeah, you're right.
11-8.
Leave a ball up in the middle. Benny's forehand.
Yeah.
Trouble.
Colin very animated on the court.
9-11.
Those are the type of points the Johns want to play, right?
Yeah,
I mean,
100%.
that's, 30 dinks or whatever it was.
Well
Not a bad
done.
speed up by Jack, I didn't think, but just great counter by Colin.
10.
Colin says, oh my God.
Oh my God.
Bad bounce there. He's animated. He's like a quiet guy. Like, you don't think Colin's going to say much, but he is.
Jack's
Is some 5th shot crashes, something, because they're not going to grind away at the kitchen and win this game.
yeah, I couldn't agree more. Yeah, I'd love to see a little more energy out of the Hustlers here, more footwork, more aggressiveness, and just bring a little more punch into this match.
That was a pretty good take by CJ, but
Yeah.
just couldn't get it up and over.
11-14.
Yeah, so Jack early on in that point is trying to Ernie that backhand dink. Now, I think he really feels the pressure on that shot. Again, like you said, they're not going to win sitting at that line just dinking. They got to do a little more here.
A great drive by Ben there. Slipping here at Roscoe.
Yeah.
16-11. That's a big point.
Yeah, very big point.
17-11 here.
Well, 16.
Basically toast.
That's true.
John's.
Yeah, again, they're targeting that left foot and backhand of sock. I think he's starting to feel that pressure a little bit. I'd say he's taken 3 out of 4 dinks here as well.
Yeah, easily. That was a good decision by Jack. If he gets a ball that sits up at all, he needs to initiate that firefight, and he did a good job of it there.
Yeah, I think he wins those hands battles with Colin as well.
13-17.
And here come the hustlers, baby. CJ Klinger getting airborne there.
14-17.
Again, they're winning points from that left foot spot on sock. And what they do such a good job at is just sticking to a plan. I think Ben and Colin do that better than anyone, and they know the percentages. So they might lose 1 or 2 points. It's not like they go back and change their plan. They'll stick to it because they know over time they'll win the majority.
It's such a good point. It's such a good point.
Yeah,
everybody has plans going into matches usually, and you're right. You lose 2 or 3 points, and you just completely do away with the plan. But
yeah, so Jack earning that one, which I think he needs to do more of. It basically hides his left foot a little bit and creates an attack from that area where he doesn't have a two-handed off the bounce. So he needs to be able to do something rather than just a backhand flick from that area.
nice, big point there. The Hustlers 17-18 here, Roscoe. I mean, this is a real match here.
17-18. Right at that point, 19.
Shouldn't have said anything.
Yeah, that was your fault, Greg.
19-17.
Take it back, Greg.
as you can tell from my commentary, but yeah, it's crazy, man. I mean, I'm in a subway. I'm like, where's the pickleball courts? It's crazy. We are here, and I love this sport, and we're in one of the greatest cities in America, so
yeah,
couldn't be happier. Great weather, too, by the way.
Yeah, special place.
Point.
CJ, a little flashy there.
Yeah.
21-17.
That's great. Wow.
Was that Colin?
That was Colin.
22-17.
Really nice shot.
Colin getting the better end of the net cord.
I think we're going to have a replay here. You see Klinger gets it, and then
23-17.
That's tough.
see, but Colin will forget about that one.
Yeah.
The next time there's a net cord, he'll forget he got that one. We all do.
So good at this sport. Sometimes it's I mean, the resets, you know, off those two fires, that's his finish. I mean, it's just. We got the freeze here.
18-24.
All right, one more chance here. Let's see if the Hustlers can put a few together, put some scoreboard pressure. Carolina Pickleball Club.
Johns
showing the athleticism.
I love it.
Explosiveness.
Those goggles.
Look at it. Bop. Wow.
24-18.
Wow.
Johns is leveling up.
He is leveling up. He is leveling up, and a great performance by the Johns brothers and the Carolina Pickleball Club, taking that men's doubles game 25-18. I mean, I thought the Hustlers hung in there, dude. It was 18-17. They got it back to 17-18, but they just couldn't hold on. Johns brothers, too much. Women's doubles coming up next. Stay with us, Major League Pickleball, New York City. Like 10 grand. We're going to give it to you for free. Send us some messages, guys. And we are starting 0-0. Here we go. Love that.
Down point 1. 1-0. Point.
Very nice start here. The Carolina Pickleball Club. Kawamoto almost whiffed that volley. That was a strange little sequence there.
She's just getting warmed up.
Yeah, no, it's early. It's early.
Down point 1. 1-2. 3. 3-1. Timeout point 2.
Great initial third shot drive backhand by Buckner. Kawamoto barely gets a paddle on it. And Jesse just couldn't put that fifth over the net. 2-3.
So we got 3-3 on the board. I think the first few points of every match are so important because not everyone's warmed up, and you kind of get to see who prepared the best coming out of the gate.
Yeah, there's definitely some nerves always, like even you know, especially in MLP and even at PPAs, like the first couple points of any match, I don't care who you are, there is some nerves. So
yeah, I think when you're playing for a team as well,
definitely.
Just a little more riding on your shoulders.
Yep. So you see the last 3 points, which I love the strategy by Jansen and Kawamoto. It's just grind dinks and mostly the Buckner. That's I think, make her beat you. They're both super consistent players, Kawamoto and Jansen. That was very fortunate there, but
no, but that's what I was gonna say is who do you return to? Because I know Jackie's not gonna miss a third. She's got great resets, but then Leia's got a great drive as well. So again, you see, you know, if I'm hitting a return, I'm not hitting the Brook.
No, I would say more to Brooke at the kitchen line and no returns to her.
Yes.
That's what I would say if I was the Hustlers.
But it's interesting to see because you know who you're playing and the games are so fast. You really have to think this stuff through beforehand. So I love seeing who comes out a little more prepared, seeing what the strategies are, like Ben and Colin dinking 2 socks backhand this last match.
Point 6.
Little backhand flick there from Jesse.
Yeah, Roscoe, when you don't know who to return to, when it's pretty similar, and there's no clear weaker, player with third shots, where do you go in that situation? As Leia leaves that ball, that was a foot in.
Yeah, I think I think there's a few factors. One is how big is the serve coming at you? Like how much creative space do you have on the return? So, for instance, if Deco bar serving, you might not even have the option to go to one player. You're just trying to get the return in. And then I think you focus on what return do you like better. Some people like giving themselves a little more time going cross, but then others just naturally have a down line return. So I think when you're not sure, it's really about what shot can you produce.
What shot you like, and then obviously depth.
Yeah.
Big thing as well.
8-7.
Did that stay in?
It looks like it did.
That's a nasty inside-out speed up there.
Yeah. Again, I think the play at the kitchen line should be more to Jansen, as I think Kawamoto is just so solid and consistent. We're looking at her even firing some out of the air here.
It's tough. I think, maybe Jesse is the more consistent dinker for Carolina. So you think, oh, let's get Jesse in the cross-court battle with Kawamoto because you want it. But then it's like, well, we don't really want to do that either. We don't want Jansen and Buckner going. So it's tough. I mean, they're in a tough spot at the kitchen line, I think.
Yeah, these things need to be thought through for sure.
Yeah. Good job by Buckney there of starting the fire. Irvin finishing. I do think hands-wise, I don't think
8-10.
Carolina is at a disadvantage. I just think as far as dink consistency they are. When he gets to the hand battles, I mean, I think Jesse hands, Brooke has the hands,
Yeah.
poppy hands.
Yeah. And Brooke has, I guess, what we'd call heavy hands, so very
11-8.
powerful. Jackie has maybe faster hands.
There's that.
Yeah, just like you said earlier, Greg, I think their play should be to play to Brooke at the kitchen line. They're
12-8.
gonna draw a few more errors there.
Big point here. Don't want to go to the break down 13-8.
Point 9.
Super impressive.
Yeah.
Carolina there.
It's big just to get to double digits, I think.
9-12.
I don't want to be down 13-9, 13-8.
Yeah.
You know, 13-10 just feels a lot better. Nice. I think Carolina's done well right now in these, at least the last 3 or 4 firefights. They have won them. So the hand's looking good for Carolina. 10-12, Roscoe. There it is.
Point 13. Time changes. 13-10.
Jesse got exactly what she wanted there. She does seem kind of.
She's got like that
Swiss-esque.
Swiss Army knife kind of, you know, look to her, I guess.
Yeah.
You know, she's got the big forehand. She's got the, you know, the serve.
Interesting. We got to get some more info on that one.
Point 11.
Just about to say masterful point at the kitchen there. Leia got exactly what she wanted. She just missed it.
Yeah.
11-13. Point 14. 14-11. Point.
Great game there by the Hustlers.
Point 12.
Rare error there from Kawamoto.
Yeah.
12-15. Point.
I will say, although Leia missed that return, I don't think Buckner's going after her serve like she usually does,
13-15.
especially with the poppier paddle. It's, you know, it can be really tough if they really go for it.
Point.
Another error from Kawamoto.
Wind picking up a little bit here, Roscoe, too. Just
Yeah.
the last minute or so, a little bit of a gust.
14-15. Point 16.
I like that. I like that take. The bazooka engaged.
The bazooka.
Nice little run there
16-14.
by Carolina. 16-14, they're back in this one for sure.
Point 15.
I love seeing Jessie get fired up.
Yeah.
When she's letting out positive energy on the court, saying, come on, getting fired up. She plays so much better, in my opinion.
Point 17.
And Major League Pickleball is just one of those things where if you want it more,
17.
you can get it. It's a big energy / momentum rider, and it really develops your team as well when you all are on that same wavelength.
Yeah, totally.
18-15.
Right now, taking a timeout from Carolina.
Yeah.
19-15. We've lost 2 in a row here on the Hustlers serve.
19-15.
They're not going to do it, but I think they should have.
Yeah,
I
I
have
think you do as well.
They're
We
not
got
going
some
to, Roscoe.
interesting score predictions as well. All of them, every single one said New York was going to win
20-15.
fairly easily. So we'll see if those end up being correct here. It's just Dave Fleming getting in, saying
I don't want to question Fleming here as our fellow announcer, and I know he's great.
players earn their points, and you try and look for the right shots to make the right attacks, not going for anything silly. You bring good energy, you move your feet a lot.
Just back to the basics.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
I think Buckner's gotta be firing from the baseline and ripping her serve as well. So we'll see.
Big point here. Need the ball back right now.
Yeah, just it looks like the Hustlers are kind of one step quicker in all these points, giving them that edge in those firefights
22-15.
and some of the reaction plays.
Good eye there. All right.
16.
16-22, not over. Got to get to like 8. Got to get at least 1 or 2 here if you're Carolina. There's 1. Great drive by Buckner there. The bazooka coming out, and there's 2 in a row.
18-22. Side out point 23.
Like her going for her serve, but misses that one. 23-18, Roscoe. They're
18.
back within range here.
Side out point 19.
Maybe a Hustlers timeout here if
19-23.
yeah.
Yeah.
Side out point 24.
That's a big one there.
Yeah, especially when the Hustlers just made a few errors. I think you keep trying to make them earn their
24-19.
points rather than giving them a freebie like that.
We got game point here for the Hustlers.
Side out point 20.
All right, with the freeze, anything can happen. We are at 20-24.
24.
I'd love to see Brooke rip the serve here, and she just gets it in play.
Football. Right foot.
Ooh.
Point.
Foot fault plus a miss in the net. Is that 2 points, Roscoe?
I don't know, but I think it might get in Leia's head a little bit. We'll
Potentially.
see.
21-24.
Gusts of wind.
Point.
Yep.
Last 2. Every ball that she hits it right now.
Yeah. Good timeout there from the Hustlers. Jansen serving. Would love to see her kind of jack up the speed here.
24-22.
Game point number 2.
Timeout point 23.
23-24. Greg's getting a little nervous right now.
23-24.
For everybody.
Nervous as well. Silly speed up there from the toes.
Silly's is a good word, Roscoe. Not a good decision by Jessie.
Yeah, Leia was ready for that one before Jessie even hit it. I think she was surprised as well.
That's the game. The Hustlers, oh, they got tight there, Roscoe. They pretty much dominated that game. Good job by Carolina. They came back there, made it 20, made it close, but in the end, Kawamoto here, let's see, or no, Jansen with a backhand in the middle. And we'll take a little break here. Mixed doubles coming up next. MLP New York City.
After this matchup here, Roscoe and Greg Dow with the call.
Roscoe Bellamy, Greg Dow here. Thank you, Cam. So our matchup looks like it is going to be Colin Johns and Brooke Buckner versus, do we got CJ Klinger and Jackie? Yeah, yes. I think that's going to be the matchup here. Again, we love hearing your predictions.
Oh yeah, shout out my boy actually, Alex Guy, 27-25 prediction for the last one. Hustlers. He won. He was the closest, so
wow.
Shout out Alex Guy. Follow him on Instagram. Great player as well.
Are you kidding? The sneak. It was CJ versus CJ there.
Sneaky. CJ.
But CJ Klinger got the upper hand. Wow. I mean, there's some life in CJ Klinger right now. I mean, he's on his feet. He's moving. I mean, he's coming out hot here. Yeah, again, Hustlers with more energy here. Yeah. I mean, the footwork, the speed to the kitchen line. Wow. Yeah.
That's a great shot.
Both players on the Hustlers, Jackie and Klinger. Colin already giving us a little attitude here.
Yeah, I mean, listen. If you're Carolina, you have Ben Johns coming up next. So if I'm Brooke and Colin, just play loose, guys. Play loose. There's not much pressure to win this one because you have Ben. You're going to go to a dream breaker probably.
Yes.
Now, Ben could lose,
yeah.
But most likely you're going to win your next mixed match. So let's play loose. Let's have some fun out there. If you're Brooke and Colin,
yeah.
Let's put the pressure on Jackie and CJ, who they need to win this match, this game.
A little miscommunication there. Colin Johns not looking happy after that one.
5-1.
Man, I thought Colin could have hit it overhead here as we see the replay. Nah, maybe not. Just a great spot from Jackie.
I love CJ Klinger's energy right now. The guy's just bouncing on his feet.
Point 2.
Yeah.
If I'm Carolina and I mean, they're down 6-2 right now, I might throw Colin on the right.
6.
I think against a lefty, because the guys on the right, like, I don't know, Colin's can also speed up off the bounce really well now, especially. He's playing a lot more aggressive. He can speed up at Jackie.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. I mean, we'll see how these next 4 or 5 points go, but if things get bad, I don't think that's a
for sure.
decision
I will say, though, I think Colin's been practicing a lot of mixed. I've seen him on the left. I've played against him in practice. And so it's something he's been working on, clearly. It's something they've definitely thought about throughout this match. I'm sure, I mean, Colin is so analytical. He's planned all this out. I think it's just a matter of execution.
Yeah.
So good by Brooke. Again, with her backhand in that middle, the bazooka backhand coined by Greg Dow.
That was you, I thought.
Did I do it?
That was you,
maybe
yes.
I did it. We did it.
Bazooka backhand.
But yeah, I like having her backhand in the middle there, especially for counters, because if you know, someone tries to speed up through the middle, it's on lock.
Yeah. I thought that one was high enough for Brooke to speed up, but she didn't. She sort of waited on it to get lower. I think it's kind of a strange.
Yeah, I don't think she was close enough to the ball.
Yeah. I like that speed up from Colin.
I love it. I love it. And he's creating pressure rather than being just a backboard.
Yeah.
6-9.
That's too good.
A few times he's done that. I think Jackie sits so far back off the line that when he does speed up and he's crossing over, he's in a bad position to begin with, and then Jackie just goes behind him. So we'll see if he adjusts that at all here.
Point.
Nice speed up by CJ as Buckner gets pelted.
11-6. Down point 7. 7-11.
Nice little inside out angle overhead there by Kawamoto. Okay, Roscoe, I know I already said this, but you know, if the Hustlers are up 13-8 or 13-7 off the break, put Colin on the right. Right? Just try. I mean, you're down 13-8 or whatever. I don't know. We'll see what, who knows? They could win 4 in a row here, but I don't know.
CJ CJ Johns. Yeah, I think you have two right side players here. So
Buckner likes it right too, I forgot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you run into a little bit of a problem.
That's a good point.
Timeout point. 15 seconds.
We are back here, Major League Pickleball. We got a nice mixed match here. CJ Klinger and Jackie Kawamoto versus Brooke Buckner and Colin Johns. The Hustlers up 13-8.
Timeout point.
13-9 now as Kawamoto gives us a missed serve to start off the side change.
I mean, that volley by Kawamoto, great serve by Colin, a great drive from Brooke. Kawamoto was in the middle of the court hitting that volley from her ankles and somehow gets it up and over the kitchen, or sorry, up and over the net in the kitchen. Just a phenomenal volley by Jackie there.
Yeah, great reset.
Such a tough, it's just a really tough shot for me at least.
Timeout point 10.
First miss from Kawamoto I've seen.
Yeah, she's so
And 14.
consistent. Great job from Buckner there. I like how she slides, opening up her backhand.
11-14. Timeout point 15. 15-11.
If we look at the court right now, we look at all four players. The one who's on their feet, the one who's bringing good energy is CJ Klinger.
Yep.
I think it's so important in this MLP format. Things aren't going his way and going to plan, just drives him a little mad.
Point. 18-11. Timeout point 12.
That was almost like I don't know what to do type of speed up.
18.
I'm just going to speed this up. Yeah, exactly. And it worked.
Point.
All right. 13-18. Not over.
13-18.
Nice.
Point.
Couple quick points there for Carolina.
Smart timeout here.
Yeah, I think
The Hustlers.
Yeah, agreed. You got a timeout by the Hustlers. Still up 18-14. And yeah, totally agree, Roscoe. It's like you don't want it to get to 16-18, right?
Yeah.
14, you're still up by 4. You're fine. They've got a couple points, whatever. Quick timeout, good call. What are you thinking here, man?
I think, first of all, it was a great timeout call
Yes.
from the Hustlers, right? You lose 3 points in a row, you go to the timeout. It's so much better than losing 5, 6 points and then calling the timeout like we saw Carolina do it earlier. Some people and some teams are scared of calling that timeout, showing their hand a little bit like, hey, we're nervous. On the other hand, we saw the Hustlers do it in the previous women's doubles match, and it worked very well for them. So I think CJ Klinger has been the star here on the court. He's been moving his feet a lot, taking over a lot of court, showing good energy. And like you said earlier, there's a little bit of tension over on the Carolina side. I don't know if that's Brooke and Colin or what's going on, but they are not meshing as well.
Great timeout call. Well, that's a big one there. Out of the timeout, 14-18. You get to 15. Instead, it's 19-14. Big point there for the Hustlers. And a great timeout call, as you said. Couple of those, man. Colin just, I think those are attackable, but he's missing them by like a foot or two.
You see Ben laughing on the sidelines, having a good time.
Side out point, 15. Fifteen, 20.
Good eye there by Buckner.
16-20. Point, 21.
And Colin not happy about that one. A little mishit volley from Kawamoto.
21-16.
It is a little bit entertaining.
It is.
22-16.
Shaking his head, laughing at himself.
To me, it's really an energy thing here. The Hustlers have a backbone right now where Carolina just feels like they're going with the flow too much. They don't want it as badly.
Side out point, 17. Seventeen, 23.
CJ Klinger wants it.
Yeah.
He wants it badly.
24-17.
Yeah, game point here. See a replay. Sweet speed up. Take it on the back of CJ Klinger. Great plan by Jackie as well. And the Hustlers go up 2-1. That, so, you know, I'm gonna pick Benny and Jesse, but I'm gonna say 25-23. I think it's gonna be close. Because like you said, Jack is so tricky. He can get you so many free points, and he's so unorthodox in the way he speeds up and you know, his reach and his athleticism around the kitchen line with the Ernies, and Leia, a great player. So I think it'll be a very interesting match. Close, but I'm going to take Benny.
And we love hearing your guys' predictions, so you can message us your predictions on Instagram, or you can tweet your predictions with the hashtag Pickleball TV, and we might even show it here on the screen. Give me your prediction, Greg. Score prediction. Okay.
25-23. Carolina.
I'm going to go 25-21. Carolina.
We got an early challenge here, I believe. I think. Let's see if we can get a replay here in a second. As we see Leia Jansen and Jack Kamoto and Ben and Jack chatting it up over there as well. Let's see if we got a challenge. Okay. That ball is in. To me. Roscoe, what are you thinking?
Yeah, that's it.
That looks in to me. I love this new replay.
Oh, I don't know. That second frame, though, right?
I think it's...
Is that the bounce?
I think that's in.
Yeah.
That's got to be in.
Yeah. Is it hovering, though? You can see a full shadow there. That's... See, I'm wondering...
After review, ball's overturned, ball was in.
Yeah.
Three free challenges, 3 free challenges. We'll resume play at 1-0.
Yeah, it did look a little dicey there. I know what you're saying about where the
Time in.
contact point was.
1-0.
I think a good call there, good overturn by the ref.
Timeout, point 1.
Personally, I love watching
1-1.
Ben Johns play pickleball because it gives you a good idea of a lot of the correct decisions and smart pickleball.
Timeout, point
See
2.
what shots he's firing, what shots he's dinking, the plays he's making in the transition zone. You get to see a lot of the correct way of playing pickleball, and to me, I think that's super special.
Timeout, point 2. Two.
Couple mistakes early from Jack. 2
3-2.
missed thirds and then a missed his fourth ball volley there.
So, Greg, so far I've gotten a couple predictions here from some viewers, and everyone has said the Hustler so far.
Really?
Yeah,
3-3.
all close, but everyone said the Hustlers.
Maybe they're onto something here.
I think we might be missing something.
Yeah, very surprising, but I mean, wouldn't be a
4-3.
huge shock, but it's definitely surprising that everyone's saying this.
Timeout, point 4. Four. Timeout, point 5.
What a great spot from Leia there.
5-4.
Ben Johns putting full force into all of those overheads. Jack Sock doing a good job getting 1 or 2 back.
5-5. Point.
Yeah, just being a little bit too aggressive there with that ding.
6-5.
6-6 here, and I think Jack's made 4 or 5 unforced errors, so if he can get it dialed in here, Roscoe, I like the Hustler's chances.
100%. I think you're right on. I think that's the key for Jack, just limiting those unforced errors, making smart decisions, and
7-6.
not losing his creativity or deceptiveness. But you're right, balls like that where he just, was driving from his toes, making dumb decisions, going for too much. I think that's going to be what loses them this match if they do.
Reach in there by Ben, but I do think Leia going cross court with Jesse. If you're the Hustlers, I think that's not a bad matchup. I mean,
not at all.
It's pretty close, but I'd favor Leia slightly in that matchup, even though she lost the last one.
Same.
Yeah, so I think we saw at that point there's 4 or 5 balls back and forth between Jesse and Leia, and then Leia decided to go line there with the dink. I think she needs to stay in that as long as possible.
9-7.
Not go behind Ben, because you don't want to get Jack and Ben going cross court backhands, because Ben has the heavy advantage there.
For sure. I think a few times we've seen Leia pop up that dink as well.
Right there, yeah.
But how threatening is it to have Ben Johns in front of you?
Very.
10-7. Point. 11-7.
Been a little early on that backhand, but hey, he's been successful with that forehand in the middle, so I think he's going to keep doing it.
8-11.
Like I said, the Johns brothers stick to their plan very, very well. If I'm Jack, I'm sitting on that backhand volley because a few times he's been handcuffed there, Ben crossing over to the middle, and similar to what Jackie Kawamoto was doing to Colin Johns earlier, going behind him. I think if Jack sits on that backhand a little more, you force Ben to come up through the middle.
Side out point 9.
Yeah, totally agree with you there. We got 9-12. See if the Hustlers can
9-12.
get to double digits at least here before the switch.
Side out 13-9.
And we got a 13-9 lead here for Carolina.
Really nice stuff there from Jesse in the transition zone, getting a few resets in, allowing Ben to get involved.
Good resets, but again,
14-9.
just another kind of careless error by Jack there.
Yeah.
And then you get the neck cord.
Keep in mind, Greg, we got a lot of Hustler win predictions.
15-9.
Shocked by that.
Yeah, kind of odd.
Side out point 10.
Did Ben Johns just miss a drop?
There's no, are my eyes deceiving me?
Nah,
I think
there's
they
no way.
must have been. Must have been a bad bounce or something.
10,
No way.
15. Side out, point 16.
And this is the danger zone here, Roscoe. 16-10 Carolina.
16-10.
You need some quick side outs here if you're the Hustlers.
Football, right foot. Point.
By Ben? I think
No,
Jack
Jack.
there, yeah.
I think Jack was maybe looking for the Ernie there.
17-10.
Step in, yeah, take a step back, and Carolina's cruising. And getting net cords.
Side out,
sorry,
point
that's-
11.
that was the Hustlers. They need that net cord.
Colin just kicked the scoreboard out of frustration. He's not even on the court playing.
11-17. Side out, point 18.
Sock with another error there, just trying to do too much. But again, you feel the pressure from having Ben Johns across from you, and then you have Jesse Irving, who's very consistent, very solid in front of you. Kind of makes you feel like you have to do too much.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, the Hustlers in a really tough spot here, down 18-11. I think if you're Jack, if you're Jack and Leia, down 18-11, I think we just go fire, 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 fast pace, speed ups, any reasonable ball. I think we take some chances here. You're not going to sit there at the kitchen line. So I think we just, they just try to play fast here, maybe get a couple free points. But they're in a tough spot, Roscoe.
Yeah.
I would not want to be Jack and Leia right now, down 18-11 to Ben Johns and Jesse Irving, I'll tell you that. Ben super loose right now, too. You can see he's smiling, he's talking, he's not feeling any sort of pressure, any sort of nervousness, clearly.
Side out, point 12. 12-18. Side out, point 19. 19-12.
That is sick. Jesse with the walk-off winner.
Slice off the bounce.
20-12.
Look at this.
Replay.
I mean, that is dirty.
Side out, point 13. 13-20. Side out, point 21.
Too good.
Greg, what do you think allows Ben to be so disciplined and so solid during these matches? A lot of players are able to make some errors like that, a return error, go for too much, deter from their plan, lose some focus, but I feel like he's always so locked in.
22-13. Point.
Yeah, Roscoe, to answer your question, I just think it's preparation like you've been talking about with
23-13.
with the planning before these matches, having a game plan, and then supreme confidence as well. I mean, how many matches as Jack gets hit with the ball there? How many Jack right now after getting bludgeoned
Yeah.
in the last match, 25-13, to come back on the singles court against the guy you just got beat by. Yeah. And you see
So it looks like
bad
the
error
ball's
there.
bouncing super low as well, as we saw with Ben's return on the previous point, and then Jack's return there.
Wow.
I mean, that's as perfect singles as it gets right there. Ben Johns, the GOAT of pickleball and the cat and mouse king.
3-0.
Jack desperately needs this point.
I mean,
So good. It all started on that second point where Jack had a backhand volley easy backhand volley at his shoulder and missed it by 3 feet.
yeah.
That set the tone for the rest of that. That's huge for Carolina. 4-0. As we see Leia coming in second versus CJ.
Yeah, this is going to be interesting. I'm going to take Leia.
I like this play by the Hustlers.
I think Colin's got to get to the kitchen line.
1-4.
That's the perfect return, though. You want to go deep and slow. Colin, not the fastest guy, gives him enough time to move up to that kitchen line, and he can win the point from there.
5-1.
Leia Jansen, aggressive from the baseline. CJ needs this point.
2-5.
I think that's a win for Carolina going 2-2 there.
Yeah, I agree. Carolina up 6-2 here.
6-2.
CJ needs to go about 3-1. CJ there.
I think Brooks got great ground strokes, really nice drives, but if CJ's at the kitchen line covering those shots, I'm going to take him in this matchup. Random air there,
Yeah.
CJ.
Bottom of the net there.
7-3.
Oh, almost.
4-7.
Brooke, not the best performance there. I think if CJ took away that one random air, it would have been a 4-0 sweep.
5-7.
That's as good as it gets from Jackie Calmoto.
Six, 7.
Impressive return from Jesse.
8-6. Seven, 8.
Wow.
Now we got 8-all. So that's kind of what we talked about earlier. Ben with the 4-0, but they're losing the other matchups. So we got 5-0, Ben versus Jack. This is really the key here for Carolina.
9-8. 7.9.
good return, too, from Ben. Stayed super low.
10-9.
Win for the Hustlers. Right?
For sure,
2-2?
for sure.
It's a win.
I think Colin needs to get into the kitchen line here. A 3-1 or a 2-2.
Gotta favor the Hustlers if you're me, at least.
Second point, 11.
Really nice play there from Colin Johns. All set up by that deep serve, maybe 6 inches from the baseline, allowing him to move in on the third.
11.
Oh my goodness, Colin jumping up and down. Love to see a replay of Colin. Reaction there.
Almost had it. We're tied up 12s. CJ not the depth on the serve. He's hitting it in the middle of the box. I think Tucker's got to go in.
Yeah, I agree.
That one a little deeper. But she's still,
she's
like
missed every drive.
Stay back there, yeah.
Just too inconsistent. CJ moving his feet. So much energy, I love it.
That's a good deep serve there.
Yeah, I mean, Brooke struggling big time here. Also, if you look at the energy difference, I mean, the positive energy coming from CJ Klinger versus Brooke Buckner.
Big 4-0 for CJ Klinger.
Jesse needs to get a few points here, or I think it's over.
At least.
16-12.
I think 3-1.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, that's so good from Jackie Kawamoto. She's almost calling Jesse's bluff when she's coming in and just making the shot. She's not trying to go too big on a winner.
What a great shot by Jackie. 18-12. The Hustlers running away with this one.
Yeah. Remember, we started with a 4-0 lead from Carolina.
Yeah. It's been 19-8 since then.
Yeah.
19-12. Second point, 13.
At least he got 1 point there. I know Ben does not want to be losing on his ground.
And if Ben could go 4-0 here, get it back to 17-19, that would be make things very interesting. But a great return by Jack. And we've got a match point here, Roscoe, 20-13.
I think Jack just needs to rip the serve here. Ben's volley. Jack had a great third shot drive there, but Ben just using the kitchen to his advantage. A beautiful cross court dink volley.
All right. Another match point here.
2014.
Paddle Jack Sock.
So we do have the freeze.
Yep.
Leia has not gotten many points on her serve against Colin. She's been winning most of them on Colin's serve, so makes you think, can you get past the freeze here and finish it on your serve?
I got 15 to 20. Got one more point.
No, that's the wrong score, but because of the freeze.
Thank you.
15-20 is right here.
15-20.
Colin, I think the wind there made Colin think he could throw it that long, but then it stopped right as he hit it. A little unfortunate.
Another match point here, Roscoe.
20-15.
Again, CJ keeping it alive on his return.
I thought Leia had that when it initially came off her paddle.
16-20.
Nice shot.
Oh my goodness. He's got one more. I don't think CJ
Colin.
knows.
Colin's like, get me out of this thing.
Yeah. He's like, what am I doing on the singles court?
Can he make this 18-20?
17-20.
Yes,
He can.
I think he can.
Wins the point, I guess.
I mean, Colin John stepping up to the plate. Brooke has had the worst record here in the singles matchups. This will be interesting. Pressure can cause some changes.
Wow, great volley by CJ there. I thought it was a great, the down the line backhand on that third shot by Brooke was hit it really well with CJ. Great volley. Match point number 4, I believe.
Yeah.
Wow. And CJ Klinger closes it out for the Hustlers. They take it in a dream breaker, 21-18. Great match overall, Roscoe. Definitely a fun one.
Yeah, really incredible. I think CJ was the all-star on his team here. He showed up in every event.
Yep.
But if you're Ben Johns and you go out there, you win both your men's doubles and your mixed doubles, and then you have a very, very successful record against Jack Sock, who's a phenomenal singles player. It's like, what more can you do in this situation?
It's tough.
And so it's a tricky, I think it's a tricky spot for him to be in right now.
Yeah, he's got to be frustrated. Like you said, he dominated. He did what he could do, but that's why we love MLP. It's not just one player. It is a team format. And so we'll see if Ben can keep it together here throughout the weekend. But what a great match overall. Some great points here. Look at these beautiful lobs, great dinks. We love it, guys. We're going to go over to the desk here. Manasseh and Blackwood. Stay with us, guys. MLP New York City.